In a world where game queues are long, three idiots will babble on about nothing for your enjoyment. Will they be able to keep you from falling asleep? Probably not, but you're gonna listen anyways. This is The Waiting Queue. Alright, and welcome to the Waiting Queue podcast for the date, whatever it is, I forgot already.
8th? 9th?
The 9th, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So wait, did that intro actually play? Because I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it.
No. So I don't know. I don't know if that played.
Oh, okay, apparently it did, because Neuro heard it.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay.
That's weird that we didn't hear it, so...
Oh, no, I didn't play it over Skype.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my setup doesn't work like that.
Alright.
I'm not that professional.
I thought it worked the other... Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm just remembering it wrong.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome to the Waiting Queue podcast. To those who are
Yep.
tuning in. I forgot to make a video to post on YouTube, so those people who are, there.
Here, I'm uploading one right now. It'll be fun.
I don't know, I mean, I could put a post here. I'll just put a post thing. Where the hell are the posts?
I don't know. I'm also dying, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, Cross is sick. Relic is a mute.
I'm not... I don't know if I'm sick. I just had this weekend job that, like, completely just destroyed me. I'm still not really recovering from it.
He's an old French waiter.
That probably would have been less exhausting. Although I would have had to age myself to get the old qualification.
I was gonna say, it might have taken a while.
Yeah. So, no artificial aging, so that's good. Da-da-da-da.
You serve fancy cheeses.
No, I just picked up boxes and put them in order, and then middle-aged drunk ladies would be like, "Give me my wine."
Well, didn't you
And
have
then-
skimpy teenagers to help you out too?
Yeah, there were a lot of teenagers that, like, there were just, like, a bunch of teenage girls that, like, couldn't carry the really heavy boxes. I mean, they could, but, like, when they tried, I felt bad. So I was, like, carrying all the really heavy stuff. So I got really exhausted pretty quick. I was like, it was pretty terrible. Apparently, some people got wine for people got tips, but I certainly didn't. Because every order I tried had a horrible problem with it, and then I got yelled at by some drunken middle-aged woman.
It'll be fine, Cross.
It was terrible. It was this festival that had, like, record-breaking numbers, and they were not expecting the load that they got. It was ridiculous. But,
Anything else happen your week?
I don't remember what I did last week. I don't remember anything.
Yeah,
All I
early
remember-
onset Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I haven't really been able to do any recording. I haven't played a lot of video games. It's been a pretty crazy... Like, even before that, I was having sleeping issues. So
Yeah.
I am way behind on everything channel-related.
Well, Relic, what'd you do this week? How was your week? Well, apparently, Relic is either dead or...
Is this seriously your new thing, Relic? You're going to come on
Yes.
the podcast and then not talk for, like, the first 5 minutes?
100% yes.
Yeah, you said yes. Relic, I don't have enough energy to carry any type of thing. I need you, Relic.
And I can't carry
No,
anything.
you're carrying.
I'm dying. Those old ladies kicked my ass.
Tell us about your espionage.
No.
Uh,
But you know what I will tell you? Absolutely
Okay.
nothing.
Go on.
oh, but that was such a good intro thing.
No,
Yeah, but it
built
doesn't
up
work
and
what
you
I
just shot it
actually
down.
wanted to start with, so then I couldn't do it. So then I was like, oh.
What do you want
That's
to
what
start with?
Well, I want to start with just a weird, like, random thing, 'cause that's what I usually do. But
Mhm.
not in the sense that I normally do it. And what's the worst voices that you've ever heard in an anime or video game? Like, what one has the worst? Like, where
Oh,
you see a
God.
character and you're like, this voice just doesn't. What the fuck? Just doesn't sound right.
You were almost a Jill sandwich.
Well, that was bad writing.
No, Parker's amazing. His voice actor is great.
Anybody? I'm surprised I even get that because I'm like 2 years old. So
Yeah, that was probably made like around the time you were born, but
Yeah,
that was pretty bad.
that's a quote
No,
from Resident Evil.
What was it? All right, Lunar Silver Star Story, great game. There's a character that's this little dragon that follows you around. Most annoying goddamn voice ever. Like it sounds like I can't do it because it was done electronically to pitch shift it upwards, and it
That
doesn't
sounds
fit at all.
You know what?
People give the little Navi, the blue fairy thing in The Legend of Zelda, way too much shit.
Honestly, yeah, that wasn't that annoying.
It's
At all.
annoying when people have ringtones that like every single time they get a message, it goes listen, and then you hear it like 80 times in a row. Because I've never even played that game, and I hate that fairy.
Well, there's this anime called Inazuma 11 that's all about world soccer.
Mhm.
And they try to do these accents from all around the world, which doesn't work because they have like the standard Japanese anime characters.
Oh dear.
So there's like this dude with a heavy Scottish accent. And he looks like just a white kid, like American white kid. It's like, what the fuck were you trying to do?
I like how when you said Scottish accent, your mind automatically made you try to talk like that.
Like
Look.
Scottish.
Look, it's what has to be. But no, more than half of the characters in that freaking anime, and in the video games, no goddamn sense for why their accents should be that strong.
Mm.
It just doesn't work. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
there's
still,
apparently a British group that would like dub anime, and they were notoriously bad for just putting horrible accents on everyone. Nah, I miss
just
those
like
days.
how Resident Evil usually has at least one character whose voice is horrible
Mhm.
completely.
Speaking of Resident Evil, have you played the new one? That one on Revelations, I think it's called.
Yeah,
Is
look
that
at
the
it.
remake?
No, I don't think it's a remake.
No,
I
it's
think
it's a filler between either 5 and 6 or 4 and 5. I'm not sure which one.
I think it's 5 and 6.
Is it, or is it before 4?
I have no idea. The timeline of those games is so messed up.
Yeah, and it doesn't tell you in the game, really, when it is.
But it
You remember
is
when that
co-op.
game used to be about killing zombies instead of weird squid head guys?
Yeah, that was the good times.
Yeah,
Really weird characters like, what was his name? Barry? Bert? What was
like
it?
Tofu,
What?
the walking tofu, the
I feel
most
like
secret
4
character.
I feel like 4 did the whole head slug thing pretty good, though.
I
5 was
did
just
like
kinda
4.
weird.
I'll give you that.
4 was okay. I mean, I was mostly disappointed with 4 just because they had too many instant death areas. Like instant
Oh.
death things happening, and
Yeah,
too many
during
of
the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what the hell, man? I'm watching a cutscene. You don't need to kill
Yeah.
me when I'm watching a cutscene.
It's like, oh, you put your controller down for that sip of soda, huh? Bum bum.
Yeah. Like,
You spill. You just reach for the controller and just spill your soda everywhere. You're like, oh god.
yes.
I
Many
remember the
sodas
first
were
time they
destroyed
did that, I was just not paying attention. I looked away for a second because I was taking a drink, and I looked back and I'm like, "You're dead." Wait, what? What did I miss? It was a cutscene.
I was
dialogue.
with a friend, and a cutscene was going, and he's like, pick up your controller. I'm like, what? He's like, never mind. I was like, and I picked it up, and I still failed it, even though I was expecting it. Because I was like, press what? Oh,
Well.
yeah. It seemed like a cool idea when I heard it, but no, that's not you shouldn't do that, because then you can't skip the cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass.
Mm. But,
Any game without skippable cutscenes, kind of stupid.
yeah, definitely.
Oh man, game is cutscene. Okay, no, I'm not gonna.
What? Where's that amazing segue? That was-
Nothing.
You had a segue. You gotta finish.
I was gonna
gotta-
mention Ironclad's American Civil War. Since
Oh,
you guys
never
want me to
mind.
mention it so much, Ironclad's American Civil War doesn't have cutscenes. So
just a
What?
second.
now you can see why. Now you can see why I abandoned that.
Segue ever.
Yeah,
What?
it didn't even make sense for segue.
Then you can see why I abandoned it.
All right. Well, I guess Cross. We should just trust him a little bit more. And
I'm trying to find a picture of Tofu, but I can't
Of
believe
Tofu, huh?
Tofu was a super secret character in Resident Evil. He was a walking piece of tofu,
What?
and he only had a knife. And if you remember, in Resident Evil 2, the knife was 100% useless. It couldn't even kill one zombie.
it could if you were really, really pro And
I
you tried
stabbed a
for long
zombie
time.
50 times once, and it didn't die.
All the time. All the single time.
Like, when they made Resident Evil 4, they made it so you could actually kill zombies with knives.
But wasn't didn't Tofu get his like own mini game or some crap like that?
Maybe? I don't know. I know you had to do ridiculous things in order to unlock him.
And
Let's see. Tofu is a bonus character in Resident Evil 2. If you get rank A on the main game 6 times,
Jesus.
you have to play the game perfectly 6 times in a row. And then you get a character that is completely useless.
No, I
Or I
believe he
can
can actually
actually-
talk too, can't he?
I can actually
I
pull up a
don't
picture of Tofu here.
Wait, he has the same voice as Hulk? Hunk?
I have
I
no
don't-
idea.
Hunk. Hunk.
Hunk, yeah.
Sure.
I don't know who that is.
This is professional.
You
Professionalism.
unprofessional fool!
There we
How
go.
dare you not know who Hunk is?
Here's Tofu.
That's not... God damn it, companion.
I want to kick him in the balls, I'll be honest.
There we go. Look
He's
at him.
taller than that.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah,
let me
he's
just-
like full size
actually-
man.
There we go.
there's-
Make him, make him
There's-
taller.
God damn it.
You are the most worthless of all of our friends.
I think I did a good job bringing up Tofu. So
No.
don't
No.
blame me.
It looks like he lost
Neuro
the battle.
actually... Wait, did Neuro... Me... God damn it, Neuro's too on the ball. I can't
He
believe
beat you.
He beat you at your own game. That's you.
that.
You
I don't know. I don't think Tofu had a gun. I think someone actually made him useful by giving him that gun, but
Oh, God.
no, I
Also,
think
I
in the
he didn't have a hat. That
I think in his own mini game he got a bunch of things like costumes and guns and stuff
maybe.
because he was like stupidly popular just because he was a giant piece of tofu that swore in Japanese. So people were like, "Yeah,
Here's actual Tofu.
let's see those zombies f us up now because
Yeah,
we're
that's-
made of tofu."
Yeah.
The original one, I don't think had a head. But
No, the original one was just a freaking square of white.
it was a chunk of tofu with. I don't know if those are arms or knobs.
I feel so professional now. I can bring up pictures and it's amazing.
Oh my
Out
god.
there.
You
Uh,
guys are getting the most professional podcast
Shut
that
up.
there ever had.
my Twitch name looks really dumb. It was really good because
What
I
do you
didn't.
mean?
Apparently, they only allow you to do capitals on the first part of your name.
Well, mine looks kind of janky.
Every time
Yeah,
I
so-
see your name cross, I always think that it says like the acronym for, My Little Pony, MLP.
Oh,
Oh,
I see SLP.
balls!
Spring Lake Park. That's a city
Every time I look over, I'm just like, oh. And then I'm like,
What
oh.
What have I done? What have I done? Yeah, there's Tofu stalking a lady zombie.
I gotta see this. Hold on.
How did
Yep.
we,
Dun 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 dun.
what were we getting at before we brought up Tofu? Was it like games?
Voice
Resident
Those
Evil
bad
games?
dubs. Those really bad dubs.
Oh,
Where
okay.
voices didn't make any sense. That's where we were.
Wasn't
Apparently,
there
I've read.
Final Fantasy laugh also that people just shat on completely?
Yeah, Final Fantasy X does not have bad voice acting. Damn
But
it!
there's this horrible laugh, I believe.
Yes, that one scene, especially out of context, is one of the worst things ever. I can't defend it.
There's no defending it.
No.
Oh,
If only
They're
we had
like, you
sound.
should just try to laugh. Ha, ha, ha,
God.
ha, ha. And it goes on for a really long time.
yeah. I would try to bring up footage, but A, I haven't tested it, and B, I'd probably get flagged if I put it on
'Cause you
YouTube.
suck.
So I'm not
Because
even
you
gonna
suck.
touch it. Hey, it's not my fault that YouTube is like, no, you can't do these.
It is your fault, actually, because you suck.
Well, it wouldn't be YouTube because you would get the clip from YouTube and it'd be of a video game. I don't know about. Well, I don't know. You probably wouldn't get flagged on Twitch either. It's for streaming video games.
Well,
What?
I don't know.
We get experiment some other dub.
Yeah.
Anyway, on the same basis of bad dubs, the only thing worse than that is bad in-game commentary. But luckily for you, anyone can now audition to be a part of this new game, Legend of Raven. That's right.
Really?
You can actually audition to be an in-game
Okay,
commentator.
Relic, were you
for Legend of
sponsored by
Raven.
these people or something? Were you
Oh, I
sponsored?
find this hilarious. So
I
this
think he's
PlayStation
mocking them.
Vita game.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Mhm.
there's a PlayStation Vita game that you're actually able to record your commentary over some footage that they give you,
Mhm.
and you can upload it to the YouTube. And they'll actually, if you email it to them, they'll actually look at it and consider you to be consider you for the position of their in-game commentator.
That actually sounds pretty cool, and I want to do it.
Well, then do it, Cross. But I just find it hilarious that they're gonna have to go through so much.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
And a lot of it's probably going to be troll content.
They're gonna get a. Oh, I have to send something. In.
Why is my thing in chat me? I demand a real name, chat.
What?
Oh, it says relic on our screen, so it's okay.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
but it says me and mine, and I'm the one recording. This is dumb.
And you're
I-
pink, which is the manliest.
Well,
Why do we have
I'm
swords next to our names?
in orange
Because
on
you're
my
mods.